Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with sunny and slightly breezy conditions, and we'll see that breeze increasing as we move through the day today, likely seeing a wind advisory through much, if not all, of the working hours today. Otherwise, seeing dry conditions and slightly below average temperatures for our high today. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we can see that tight pressure gradient set up over the region with that area of low pressure well to the north. That's going to provide the support for those breezy conditions as we move through the day today. Slowly as we move into tomorrow, this area of high pressure will build in over the region, setting up for a very quiet day on Thursday with sunny and calm conditions through much of the day. But looking at current conditions this morning, just a few clouds at 5,000 feet. Winds out of the west-northwest, 8 knots, gusting to 17 knots, temperature 51 degrees. Relative humidity is at 44%. Take a look at the current visible satellite. We could see locally here, mainly clear skies, do have some additional cloud cover off to the northwest and west. We're going to see some of that moving through as we go through the later morning and early afternoon hours before we start to see conditions return to mostly sunny conditions late in the afternoon. So mainly partly cloudy, possibly mostly cloudy at times as we move through the day today. We'll take a look at the European model here zoomed out for the next couple of days. As you can see, that trough dipped in over the local region, providing those slightly below average temperatures and that tight pressure gradient. We'll see that pressure gradient stay tight over the region and slowly start to weaken as we go into the evening as that trough slowly starts to pull away and high pressure builds in over the area for Thursday. As you can see, things looking dry through today as well as into tomorrow. We'll see fairly calm and sunny conditions through today. On Thursday, we'll see slightly breezy conditions later in the afternoon, but overall a very nice day for Thursday. Going overnight into Friday, we'll see a warm front lifting through the area, and we'll start to see a warming trend moving into the weekend with some mild conditions expected for Friday, right about seasonable for this time of year, but we will see winds turning more southerly and a tighter pressure gradient developing, setting up for some breezy conditions once again as we move through the day, Friday, and into the evening time frame. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, keeping a red risk for elevated winds as we move through our working hours today, as we do expect those winds to increase, peaking this afternoon out of the west, 12 to 17 knots, gusting up to 32 knots at their peak. So we'll see that wind advisory for much of the working hours today. High temperature expected to get up to 60 degrees, so a couple degrees below our average high for this time of year, but overall still fairly comfortable. And again, partly cloudy conditions through much of the day. Could see a ceiling develop around 5,000 to 6,000 feet for a couple hours today before we start to see those clouds clearing out by the time we get into the late afternoon. Looking at a clear evening as those winds calm down, expecting the low temperature to bottom out around 39 degrees early Thursday morning. Tides running slightly below normal, and as we go into Thursday, sunny conditions. We'll see slightly breezy conditions in the afternoon and some increasing high clouds late in the day. Otherwise, a high around 60 degrees. Green conditions for our weather risk. Green conditions into Thursday evening as well, as we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions with that warm front lifting through the area. Majority of that will be high mid-level clouds. Otherwise, a seasonable evening with a low of 45 degrees. And then Friday, we'll start to pick up that orange risk for winds that are above 25 knots, as we do expect some breezy southerly winds. And overall, starting off mostly cloudy with, again, mainly high clouds, mid-level clouds, and then becoming partly cloudy as we move through the day, and a warmer day with a high of 65 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.